My name is Lina Mudhoni Mwangi, children officer in Thika West Sub-County. If children come from any place and they learn, they mingle with other children. As we know, children easily mix together, they make friendships, they learn from each other. So whenever they are able to mix together, they learn that they can have cheap houses in Kiandutu. Remember that Kiandutu is an informal settlement. So there are houses that are very cheaper to have 500 shillings. And the children in the street tell us they can raise up to 1,000 shillings per day. So getting 500 shillings for their house rent is not difficult. So they group together, they get a house in Kiandutu, they come to town, they beg for food, for money, and the community mistakenly assume they are doing charity to these children. They either buy for them items or give them cash, and they are encouraging children to come to the streets. And therefore, we have a growing number of children in the streets because it's an easier way. And these children become irresponsible because they are not used to order, they are not used to being under control, they refuse to go to school. Sometimes they leave school early and come to the street simply because there are people who are going to give them simple jobs like washing their corridors, carrying luggages in small amounts. And if you check most of the towns, not only in Thika, you'll find young women carrying children and begging with the children. This is a strategy to attract people to give handouts to an adult or a teenager because they have a child. One, that is a form of child abuse. And even the community member who is giving a child handout is still abusing that child. Because when you are giving a handout, you are not empowering this child, you are creating an opportunity to make this child a beggar. A person who begs have no dignity. Most of us like taking photos and doing charity. And sometimes even that's still another form of abuse. Because we take these photos, we put them on our social media. We have seen people posting that these are orphans who need support. Can you tell me what that child would feel when they are 30 years old, when they see their photo as a child, somebody begging for them food? Now, when you are giving a child who is below 3 to 10 to 12 years, after they start having broken voice at the age of 15 and above, they cannot come to beg you. So they graduate from begging, inaitwa kuduru. They now start harassing people through parking. And we, the wananchi, give them coins for them to keep safe our vehicles. Just a question. Does it mean the security system cannot keep our vehicles safe if we park them without giving people in the street cash? We, all of us, are contributed to that because we are encouraging it. If you do not allow them, if you don't give them a cash, what's the next thing? They vandalize your vehicle. So we, as the community, afterwards start blaming. Most of the people go complaining to the OCS, to the OCPD, to the DCC, to anybody that the children's department is doing nothing about the street children. But who is attracting these people to the street? It is we, the wananchi, when we are giving them those handouts or few coins because they keep your vehicle safe. We are encouraging insecurity wherever. We are giving those handouts, coins, or even food on the street. We are creating criminals by thinking we are being charitable to them. If this child grows from a toddler to up to a teenager, there will be children begging. But when they start being young people, they can no longer beg, you cannot give them the money they were begging, then they'll start snatching your phones, snatching bags, and even some of them are the ones who are actually committing serious crimes against the people in the streets in the evening because they can't go home without anything. They are not empowered enough to be able to make their own money. We have had several cases of children who tell us they are given parcels. Sometimes they even don't know what is contained in those parcels. They are transporting small parcels from one point to another. They are given something little as 20 shillings. There are even children who have been apprehended from the street, while in the police vehicle, you find a lot of drugs on the ground, and they are very smart. They drop them inside the vehicle so nobody can know which one had them. And so it means that they are also becoming drug peddlers, either for payment or for their own use. We need to address the issue from the source. In Thika, we are working well with the chiefs where children come from, mostly in Kiandutu, Ama, in Gashagi, or any other area. We work with the chief to help us trace the families so that if the families are in need of any support, the support is given to the family and not to the children on the street. So we are therefore asking the community members, stop giving children food in the streets. If you need to support any family, reach out to the Sub-County Children Office. We can help you to channel your support through organizations that are able to address the issue of children coming to the streets in a more wholesome and preventative manner, because it is more complete rather than giving handouts to children in the street.